So let's look into the market trends and the scope of NGS. As far as one analysis is concerned, it was found that the total global market for sequencing products that was 3 billion in 2011, with an expected CAGR, compound annual growth, of 17.5%. It is expected that in 2016 it will go up to 6.6 billion US dollars. So where that most of these resources are coming from. So we see that sequencing instruments and consumables in 2011, they are making the revenue that was 1.6 billion, and we expect that this market will grow up to 2.2 billion in 2016. The sequencing market was 838 million in 2010, which reached into 988 million in 2011. So the growth is really higher. So there is much budgeting and much spending, and so in this area is where there is a lot of scope. So if we look into the sequencing services, they are the fastest growing market. So they were going with a CAGR of 29%. So they are expected to be 3.5 billion in the year 2016. So here is how we can look in this graph. So we have the data in blue is which is from 2010, red is 2011 and 2016. So if we look into this overall, most of them, this green peak in the middle, so services, so that will go highest, around 3.3 billion US dollars in 2016. So that is the area where we need a lot of people to work with that. So kind of maybe good jobs for data analysts and the people who will be able to analyze this next generation sequencing data. Still workflow products, they are the least ones, and instruments and consumables, they were higher in the beginning in 2011, so much spending was there. So we see the blue bars are higher in 2011, so they are, with the passage of time, they are kind of going down. But here in this middle sector, we see the services. In 2016 there will be more opportunities in this area. Let's look into the research projects. So how many researchers are using these NGS sequencers and these NGS methods? So far, as per as this survey is concerned, I have the reference in the end, so you can look into from where it has been taken. So far 37% of the researchers, they are currently using, as per this survey, they are currently using NGS, this right area. And then the researchers which are analyzing the data, they are about 35%. So 11% they are part of some core facility where they do have sequencer machines, and they are running those sequencing reactions and generating data. So that is right here. And 17% are actually in NGS discovery and research phases, where they are kind of developing new technologies and new machines. If we look into the market shares, this survey is a little bit old, so it's from 2013. So we see that most of the shares have been taken by Illumina, where PassBio is making 3% of the market, Roche 10%, and Life Technology 16%. So Illumina is doing good. So here in this comparison, we are comparing different level of expertise. So how many people they know about NGS, how many people they are using that, so how many years they are spending in this. So for example, we see that there are just 30%, they are just starters, so they are just now learning about NGS, and 20% are in this field within less than a year, and there are 21% that have spent more than a year but still less than 2 years, and 18% have spent like 3 to 4 years, and 11% are in this area or in this sector since 5 years or more. So we see that it's kind of a new field. Still people are learning and exploring, but as the time processes, as the technologies they become cheaper and the advances are done, it will flourish more.